Are you looking for more information on the Steam in-home streaming beta? Stick around to find out more. Hi guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Steam in-home streaming beta. Now I was accepted to the beta, which is really great news for me, but I've only had it for a few days, so I can't really expressly tell you everything there is to know about it. So if you have any questions that I don't cover in the video, leave them in the comments below. Now what's going to be happening is I've got two PCs set up right next to each other. I've got my big gaming desktop, which is a 8120 stock and a 7870. And then I've also got an AMD A8 3870K just down below, and we're going to have the streaming PC, so the PC that's being streamed to, on the left, and then the host PC or the native PC on the right. That will be obviously the gaming desktop. Now this is a great idea if you have something like, even like a gigabyte bricks or something, or an Intel NUC, just a very small PC that can run Steam. As long as it can run Steam, you can stream games to it. So the idea is that you'd have a big gaming PC or whatever, or a gaming server in maybe not a cupboard because they get quite hot, but somewhere where you're not really going to be disturbed, but it can obviously keep nice and cool. And all you have to do is have a display attached to it, leave it running all day or whatever, and whenever you want to launch a game, what it does is it launches the game on the host PC, and then it captures the screen region, and then it also sends the controls back to that PC while sending the video to the streaming PC. Now any games that are installed in your network automatically come up as streamable games, which is really cool, but it does allow you to see the local games as well. That's under a tab which I'll be showing you later. Otherwise, stick around to see what happens. Alright guys, so as I said, we're just going to be taking a look at the in-home streaming beta. Now on the left is the stream PC and on the right is the host PC, and all you have to do to enable the beta, if you already have access, is just select in your Steam options, just on the tab at the top there, just select that you want to be in that beta, and then you should be able to see that in-home streaming beta. Now the PC on the left, as I said, is the AMD A8 3870K, and the PC on the right is my main rig, gaming rig, which is a 8120 and a 7870 graphics card. So that's the one that's going to be rendering the frames, and then the one that's going to be I'm actually going to be playing on is going to be the one on the left there. Now all you have to do is check in your in-home streaming options, which is just under, again, the Steam settings, just to make sure that the two PCs are connected. Now as you can see, you can pretty much see the majority of my library, give or take a few games including my Origin games, but basically if those games are installed in your network, so you have a PC with those installed running in-home streaming, you're able to stream that game. So as you can see, any game I hover over has a stream button instead of a play button. Now I'm going to be playing Half-Life 2, as you can see, but basically it also shows you your local games as well, so if you want to play those locally as opposed to stream them, then you can do that too. Now Half-Life 2 is a great example of, well, a fantastic game, but also a good first-person shooter to try out the latency. Now, as you can see, there is a little bit of lag here, and I will be cutting through a lot of different things here, so yeah, just bear with me. But as you can see, I'm not the best player of Half-Life 2 in the world. In fact, I actually have to cut here because I died. But as you can see, shooting these critters can be rather difficult because they are very fast-paced, as you can kind of see right about now. So yeah, the way the in-home streaming beta works is it captures a screen region of the game, so that the PC on the right there is actually just literally capturing a video of that screen, encoding it, sending it to the stream PC on the left there, and then the stream PC is decoding it and then showing it. And it works vice versa for the commands that you input into the stream PC are being sent to the host PC, then the host PC acts on that. There's only sort of 5-10 milliseconds of lag on the inputs, but the video is the big problem. Now we're going to switch to 720p here, so that you can see what it's like to play on 720p 60 as opposed to 1080p 60-ish maybe. The one thing I did notice is actually that there's a bit of a problem with you know, the in-home streaming beta. In a second, I'll be showing you the options for the in-home streaming beta, which is the little text on the left-hand screen, the bottom left corner you can see there, and it tells me that I'm only using between sort of 20 and 40% of my gigabit bandwidth that I have available, because obviously, as I think I said earlier, I have literally an Ethernet cable to switch to an Ethernet cable to the APU, or the stream PC. So there's, it's not as if there's a huge amount of lag. In fact, it's actually pretty much just a direct connection. There's pretty much no lag within that switch. That's great. But as you can see, there is a lot of lag, and we're going to be switching to Bioshock Infinite in just a moment. Now, as you can see, that graph that's just on the bottom there, that's part of the Steam in-home streaming beta options, in which that's a ping graph. So the red spikes at the top are the actual ping, whereas the blue spikes at the bottom are the inputs, so the controls, and then the red line is the video that's coming back to the stream PC. Now, I don't know if you can see it, how great detail this is going to be on YouTube, but it does say that I'm only using about 30% at the moment, and this is streaming 1080p video to the stream PC using Bioshock Infinite. But as you can see, I'm not the best player of Bioshock Infinite ever, so please bear with me. But it isn't really helped by the fact that it's very hard to play with this at 1080p, and as I said, I'm on a wired connection, so God help anyone on wireless. Otherwise, stick around, enjoy the music, and hopefully I'll be back in a minute to tell you more about the next game. Alrighty, so I think you get the gist of Bioshock Infinite, but don't hate on me for you know, comparing Half-Life 2, Bioshock Infinite, and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 together. Now, the reason I have Black Ops 2 in this is to show a fast-paced first-person shooter that's normally, well, very hard to play with too much lag. Now, obviously there is lag compensation built into the game, but this may be the sort of game that an average person might want to play on a laptop while, you know, just like, you know, messing around while watching TV downstairs or something. So as you can see, it is very, very laggy. It's really not properly designed for this as far as I can tell. I don't really use many RTS games or really anything other than sort of first person shooters and GTA, of which I didn't really think was perfectly suitable to show you. So basically, besides first person shooters, I would guess that it'd be a lot easier to play, especially RTS games where, you know, it's not as fast paced. You don't need that 1 millisecond response time. You know, maybe even something like League of Legends would be okay, or World of Warcraft or something, although I don't know if that would be supported in the Steam in-home streaming beta. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not the world's best player at COD. I normally do quite well, but it's really not helped by the fact that the input lag on this is absolutely dreadful. As you can see by the graph, it's actually, the video is up at 100 milliseconds, plus that 20 or 30 milliseconds of ping for the controls adds to about 130 milliseconds for, you know, me clicking the mouse to me seeing the gunshot on the screen, which really doesn't help. Also add the fact that the monitor is 5 milliseconds, my keyboard and mouse is probably another couple of milliseconds, so especially because the mouse is wireless, which really doesn't help the situation. So yeah, if you're interested in the Steam in-home streaming beta, stick around, I've got a quick roundup just coming up, but otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see any more games, as I'm going to mention in just a second, let us know in the comments below and we'll make sure to make a video for you guys. Otherwise, yeah, enjoy. Alright guys, so in order that was Half-Life 3, Bioshock Infinite and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now all of these games are obviously first person shooters, so I haven't really been able to test too many other versions of that. I realise that I'm not the best at playing some of these games, so please don't hate on me for the lovely skill I clearly don't possess. But yeah, this is a fairly good demonstration of at least that you can see the latency between the two screens, and the fact that there is, you know, even if you could just use the controls from the APU PC, but then play it on the native monitor, you can still play it quite, you know, reasonably well. There's only a few milliseconds of input lag there, whereas, you know, there's at least 100 milliseconds of input lag per frame on the streaming PC, because it has to stream, you know, a 1080p frame or whatever. Now, hopefully we talked about this in a little bit more detail during the video, but basically it needs work. If you're streaming, if you're trying to stream 1080p on wireless, especially at 60 FPS, that's just not going to work. Considering that on a gigabit network, I was trying to run 1080p at 60, which, by the way, this PC can definitely handle all of these games at 1080p 60. So there is definitely no problem with that there. It's only really to do with the fact that, well, the beta doesn't really use much bandwidth, in the sense that I have, you know, obviously a straight gigabit network. It's literally just an Ethernet cable to a switch and back to the APU, so there's no latency in the switch really. I've tested this before, so yeah, it's just all down to the fact that it's only using about 20 to 40, depending on what frames and whatever you're using, percentage of bandwidth. So yeah, it's quite strange. The beta does need a bit of work, but I'm definitely glad to say that as soon as SteamOS comes out as a standard platform, it will probably work quite well. So if you have any questions about the Steam in-home streaming beta, we're going to be doing a SteamOS video. We're going to be installing it on that same PC, and then we're going to be streaming to that PC as well. So yeah, definitely check that one out. But as I said, if you have any questions about the Steam in-home streaming beta and you didn't get accepted, or you did, let us know what you think or you want to know in the comments below. Yeah, I love to hear your feedback, and obviously it helps us improve the show, because you know, the more comments you give us, the more we can fix problems that you see, or you know, things you don't like, and then we can give you the content you want to watch. Otherwise, that's pretty much it from me. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you disliked it, and as I said, let us know what you did or didn't like in the comments below. Otherwise, yeah, stick around for the SteamOS video, and we'll see you next time.